back, everybody. Welcome back to Words with Wayman. I am your host, Matt Wayman. Very excited to be back, everybody. Thank you all for tuning into last episode with Sam Talent. If you did tune into that episode, if you did not tune into that episode, stop listening to this one right now. No, go check it out, Sam Talent. We're going to hop right into it, guys. I've got a very, very special guest. I've been trying to get this guy out here a long time. Please give it up for local painter, all-around good guy, real sweet pea, Mr. Tony Zellaha. I blew it, didn't I? Was that right?
That was wrong.
That was wrong?
Zellaha.
Zellaha, gosh darn it. If my computer would work, I would restart this episode, but I can't. I had talked to him about 2 seconds before about it, and I blew it. I apologize for that. I'm an unprofessional host. What can you say? But you are a professional painter, which just all around. What do you consider yourself? You consider yourself a fine artist, just a painter?
Yeah, I consider myself a fine artist.
Nice. And how did you? I met him through doing. He does all the chalkboard art down at the Vine Street Pub where I work, which is a really cool thing. But how did you even get into art? How did that start for you?
I think it started pretty early on when I would just doodle for hours and hours.
I feel like a lot of art just in school too.
And I played with Legos, which is sort of a creative thing.
Yeah.
We never really followed the instructions. We just built things.
Absolutely. Which is that creative, that imagination taking over.
Yeah, and in high school I did a lot of art. I used to ditch class to go to the art department and hang out.
That's awesome.
And my art teacher in high school was very, very supportive. She was probably one of the most encouraging people in my entire life.
Yeah, because art teachers, I mean, like, even I feel like just to be an art teacher, you're like, you have to think differently. And like all the art teachers I have are like super kind of like, not like far out there, but just like different people that were really fun and looked at the world in a different way.
Yeah, she affected me. Actually, it's been just over 20 years since I've been in high school, and I randomly went into my old high school and found her, and she was still teaching there. And
That's crazy.
I thanked her for being so encouraging and sort of helping me find my way.
That's
as
insane.
an artist. Yeah, it was really cool. It was awesome. We both enjoyed it. It was a great meeting.
Because that's why they're there. I mean, that's all they want to see. They want to see people do kind of the thing that they did, or just like enjoy something that they love. Because I mean, there's other teachers. There's some English teachers that are really that push people and stuff like that. But for the most part, I feel like art teachers are the ones that really actually do care about the kids and push them like to do it. Yeah,
it was great. It was a good time. She encouraged me to enter contests, or we never really had any gallery opportunities, but hey, if it's taped to the wall in the high school, that was cool too.
Oh, that's good enough. I mean, just to have it put out there. Yeah. And did you go into college with like for art or?
Yeah, it took me a couple years to fully commit, probably because of outside influences. Like you should do business.
Yeah, that's what I did. I made that mistake.
I kind of compromised. I went into graphic design.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I fell in love with typography.
Yeah.
And we weren't quite as digital as we are now.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of hands-on learning, a lot of French curves.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. You said that the year that you graduated, the next year, Photoshop came out.
Yeah.
So it's like right before all of this crazy stuff. But there is something to be said about doing stuff the old way like that and knowing how to do it like that too. So I mean, I'm sure it influences stuff that you do today still.
Yeah. I have quite a recollection of all my color theory courses in college, and I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything else from college, but
that's that's mostly it. I feel like you're just like, at least you know who you are after you get out of there. It's not like, when I look back what I learned at college, there's not too much at all. A couple cool classes that were electives that I thought, but most of the time we're just like partying and doing something dumb.
Yeah.
So what did you do after college? Did you immediately go into art, or was there a process that you went through before?
Yeah, I had an internship right out of college. It was for the college. So, I mean, I learned a lot, but the output was pretty much always the same. Brochures,
Work
propaganda
stuff.
posters for the university, but yeah, work stuff. It was a great experience, but it turned me off to graphic design, and
Absolutely.
I kind of just let it go. I started painting, just whatever. I don't know. I couldn't really say I had any sort of style back in those days.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I started DJing.
Oh yeah.
I DJ'd for gosh, I don't know, maybe 12 years. And
Crazy.
I didn't paint or draw or do anything, like here and there, maybe something.
Yeah.
But
That was your form at that time of creative expression.
yeah, and
That was probably a good time to get into DJing too. I mean, that was right when. What year was that?
yeah, for me it was late 90s.
Nice. Were you just playing like a lot of weddings and stuff, or doing like shows as a
No,
DJ?
it was all like just old like warehouse parties, like
Cool.
raves.
Oh, heck
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I used to go to. What was your DJ name?
I just went by Tony Z.
Cool.
I never thought of anything.
Heck yeah, that's good. I don't what. Yeah, what I don't.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Yeah, dude, I knew some dude and DJ Z was his name, and he was the worst. So it's like you figure, just go by your own name. Yeah, you don't need to be churching it up because
Right.
that's crazy. So you experienced just the delicious culture that is rave culture of the late 90s.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It is.
Yeah.
It is still.
It's
pretty
awesome.
fun, especially. Well, there's all walks of the electronic music scene.
Yeah.
And I don't really know where I fit in. I like house music, but
Nice. But I mean, that's an artistic thing too, because I mean, you feel like a lot of people like dress up or they like make costumes and stuff like that. Like that's a creative world too. So
absolutely.
did that drive you back, do you think, too? Because you didn't paint at all for that whole time,
I
or
wasn't really doing much art. One of my roommates, she had a birthday, and I decided I was going to paint her picture for her birthday, and it just ended up being this really cool painting. And I say cool in that when I finished it, I was really surprised that I was still capable to even do something that I thought looked good or whatever.
Yeah. That you were a fan of, that you did.
And I also realized that, generally speaking, I'm mixing records and I don't record.
Mm-hmm.
So this music just goes off into the ethers. Whereas
Definitely.
if I sit and paint for an hour or two, there is absolutely something there in front of me that I can look at.
A tangible product that comes out of it.
It kind of made a lot of sense to me at the time, and so I started doing art again.
Yeah.
I didn't give up one or the other. It's just how it goes, that roller coaster of creativity.
Yeah. I think they definitely influence each other, and I think it's really strong. I'm all on board. I dabble in art. I do like posters and stuff, and I've played drums in bands and stuff. But I think it's all from one spot, and I think exercising each different one. Like if you're going to be a DJ, you don't just have to be the DJ because you want to be like the best DJ ever. It's like you can be a DJ and an awesome artist too, and like just be a cool dude that does both, or like even that's not. I feel like a lot of people think like if I'm going to do this, I have to do it 110%, and I don't think that really at all.
I kind of got out of school feeling that way, and that's around the same time I started doing something that nobody else would have expected.
Yeah. So you didn't DJ in college, and then after you got out, you're just like, this is something?
No, I had like a radio show. It was a ska, all ska,
cool.
every Sunday night for 4 hours. I quickly hated ska music.
Oh, absolutely. I make the joke. I make probably way too many 311 jokes all the time. I mean, 311 somewhere. You guys know that. It's just, I mean, that it will turn you off to a music listening to it that much. But I mean, that was also a thing that was going around in the 90s too. Was ska coming up, and there's some people that are doing it crazy, like like Fishbone. I don't know. There's
the 90s. That was a great decade for
music.
I think.
Bringing the energy, bringing that cocaine straight out of the 80s, right into the 90s. So then after you made that painting, then you were like, then you were just doing both for a while?
I just started painting more, carrying a sketchbook a little more often.
Nice.
And just jotting down ideas, and eventually you go back and look at those little drawings, and it's like, hey, that would make a great painting. And I was heavily influenced by the lowbrow movement, the Juxtaposed magazine comes to mind.
Definitely.
I had a subscription, of course. And,
cool.
I think that's when I started seeing more things that just agreed with my eyes more than anything ever before, and I started formulating more of a style, and I like to think I have a style now.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's and my painting style and chalk style are kind of similar, but also totally different, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, I see that a lot of people until you've put in, especially comedians, bands, everybody. It's like it takes years and years into these creative arts until you just start to just, like, do a style.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew more
or a
about
voice,
watercolors, or wish I worked with oils more.
Yeah.
I mean, I can wish all day. I just might as well just try these.
Yeah.
And see.
And there's one of those things about just jumping in and doing enough terrible watercolors until you can eventually
but it's
do.
so fun.
Yeah, and I hear that that watercolor is one of the hardest to do, but it has to be that much more rewarding too if it is so tough.
Yeah, it's. I use DJing and my art together a lot because I started DJing because it was, number one, it was nothing but fun. It was pure fun to do that.
Yeah.
And that's all I thought about.
To affect all of those people, you know what I mean? That's the coolest.
Well, it wasn't even about that. I just wanted to do it myself and enjoy songs and achieve something through trying.
Oh man, absolutely. And
so the fun that's involved with that. I also feel that when I did that painting for my roommate, I had so much fun doing it. And another thing I really have fun doing is cooking, and those are the three things in my life that run everything.
They should. Have you ever cooked in kitchens or anything?
Oh yeah. I spent most of my years punching a clock for kitchens, which was fun. I had a good time.
I had a blast every time I went to the kitchens. Oh man, which is a bunch of crazos. If you ever want any drug in the world, people just go in the back of a restaurant. You can find it in the kitchen somewhere. Right. Where he's working, it's the people that they can't put out front are in the kitchen. But they've got better stories. They're more fun. That's for sure. I definitely had a blast. But yeah, that's creative for me as well. That's such a great tangible thing too, because it's a product that you can eat. That's the most fun. It's so rewarding to make really, really good food and then be able to enjoy it and to see other people enjoy it too.
Yeah, it's a lot like chalk art, really. You formulate this
well, yeah, because you'll do those
things together and create the one whole, and then you eat it, or beer splashes on it, or it rains or something.
Yeah.
But then you do it all over again, and it never ends. That's the part that constantly amazes me. It's like sometimes I'll do a chalkboard and start without an idea, or sometimes I'll have an idea like weeks ahead of time and do preliminary sketches and studies, and then it ends up turning out worse than the one that I didn't plan at all.
That's the crazy part, yeah.
You never know.
Just, how your brain works differently, and if it over-processes as opposed to under-processes, and then just takes over when you're actually completing it. But yeah, you also do have to see it destroyed too, because either you erase your own, which for the chalkboard art has to be, it's like, but there's also, there's beer that splashes on it too, but you come in there and people talk to you about it sometimes, and they're like, they know that you do that. And
yeah. I've met a lot of great people because of it, and artists and non-artists, and just really great people, really good conversations.
Because most people have an appreciation for art, or at least it's kind of like those other things, or at least they know they can't do it. Or I feel like everybody could at least do something that could be beneficial to them through art a little bit, but
absolutely.
Because I'm the worst in the world and I still have fun doing it. It's just like, what do you get out of it, And it's not what about other people, But also when they could give you some positive feedback, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, and sometimes it is about the other people.
No, that's the 1 minute warning. Then I forgot to turn off the sound on it because I'm a gosh darn unprofessional. But that's how this goes.
If this was professional, I'd be a lot more nervous.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's just one of those fun things you do in a little Capitol Hill apartment that goes out on the airways for people hopefully all the way down to Pensacola, Florida, which is my target demographic that I'm trying to get. I don't know if they got 3G down there, but they're trying. We're going to figure out some way to get this podcast down there. But you got anything do you want to plug? Do you got like a website or anything that you want to let the people know so if they want to look you up or just come down to Vine Street?
I'm website-less at the moment, but
no, that's fine.
If anybody wants to check out my Instagram account.
Yeah, heck yeah. I love Instagram so much.
TIMFIZZ, Tim Fizz.
Heck yeah. Got that early. You must have been in early. You know the 789 after it. You got
Right.
that was also tough. Well, nice. Yeah, check him out on Instagram, everybody. This has been part 1. We will be back in just 1 second for part 2. I want to thank you all so much for listening. You can find us online on Facebook, Words With Wayman, and you can also hit us up on Twitter at Words With Wayman. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon.